friends and welcome to Obsidian Soft. Today I will teach you how to build a simple counter app in MIT App Inventor that can be used for multiple purposes like a meditation or Tasbeeh counter, prayer beat tracking, or even a general tally counter for statistics. As you can see in the demo, I'm using it to track my Zikr for Subhanallah. You can add multiple Zikr items and continue counting each one separately whenever you select it. All data is stored locally using TinyDB, which means everything is saved on your device. This app has many practical uses. For example, you can also use it as a habit tracker or even a simple fruit counter with a different style. So let's begin. Open up MIT App Inventor, go to Projects, start a new project. Let's call it Counter App. Click on OK. In Screen 1's properties, I am going to change the background color to a custom green. Okay, and I'm going to make align horizontal center. Okay, and then I am going to add from layout a horizontal arrangement, and in its properties make align horizontal and align vertical both center. Height is 15% and width is fill parent. Within this horizontal arrangement, I'm going to first of all put a text box. Okay, and then on its right side I am going to put a button. I'm going to rename the button to Add Button. Okay, and the background color is white. Font is bold. Font size is 18 and the shape is rounded and the text on it says add. Okay, now select this button and duplicate it by pressing Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V on the keyboard for Windows, or if you have a Mac OS, a MacBook, then Command+C, Command+V. Rename this button to Count Button and just bring it down here. Okay, and choose the button and make the font size 40, and I'm going to make the height 60 pixels and the width also 60 pixels. Okay, and then I'm going to change this text to plus. Okay, below this button I'm going to put a label and I'm going to make the font bold and the font size 25 and the text color I'm going to give it a custom yellow color. Okay, okay, and I am going to also rename this one to count label. So this will be showing the count. Okay, and I'm going to make the text 0 for it. Okay, below this I am going to just put a list view. Okay, and I'm going to remove the background from it. Okay, and one more thing that I'm going to do is that the selection color, you can see it's a gray color. I'm just going to reduce its opacity, that is, make it more transparent. Okay, and last but not the least, I'm also going to add a TinyDB. Okay, and one more thing that I'm going to do is, for the app to look cleaner, is that I'm going to put an empty label here. This is just for spacing. Okay, so duplicate this empty label by selecting it and then bring it here. Okay, duplicate it again and then bring it between the count label and the list view. So this is just to make the app look cleaner and more professional. Okay, so our screen design is done. So let's go to the block section. First of all, I'm going to make a global variable count dictionary. So we will be using dictionary for storing our count, okay? Because there's a number value against a key, whatever you're counting for, okay? So I'm going to be this way also, again showing you how to use a dictionary in MIT App Inventor. So from dictionaries, get the create empty dictionary block to initialize it. And then another local variable called db tag. This is just to avoid spelling mistakes while storing or loading data from the TinyDB. So I can call it counter data. Okay. Now get the add button, click event, and here, first of all, we are going to set whatever user has entered in the text box, that is the item that has to be counted, as a new dictionary item. Okay, so from dictionaries, get the set value for key block, and here the key is my text box text. Okay, which dictionary? The count dictionary. And if value is not there, which will be the case because we are adding this item, this key for the first time, so it will be 0. Okay. Next, from ListView, get the ListView.addItem procedure block, and here the main text is, if I right click and duplicate whatever the user has entered as the item, and the detail and image, I'm going to keep them empty. So an empty text block. Now what I want to do is that whatever user has added, I want it not only to be added to the list view, but also to be selected. Okay, so for that, I am going to set my set ListView.selection to whatever the user has entered. So this will make sure that that item that has been added recently is selected too. Next, I am going to update my count label, its text to 0 because we are starting a new count. And I'm also going to empty the text box so that if I want to enter another item, I don't have to delete the previous item, whatever text was entered in it before. Okay, so set text, and this is empty. Okay, and now I'm going to store this current state of the count dictionary in TinyDB. So call TinyDB store value. Remember, I am maintaining my DB tag, so hover over it to get the get block for it, and the value to store is my count dictionary. Okay. Now get the ListView.after picking event. So what we want to do is that when user chooses something, some item in the list view, I want that we get the stored count for it in the dictionary, and then show it to the user. So for example, if I have done the count for an item up to 10, then 10 will be shown in the count label. Okay, if I select that item in the list view. So choose count label and set its text to, now this is the important part, that we want to get the value for a key in a dictionary. So get value for which key? Whatever the user has selected in the list view, because our list view is showing the keys, the items that are being counted. So list view, selection, which dictionary are count dictionary, and value, if not found, is 0. Okay. And what happens when count button is clicked? We are going to add a 1 to our count label. So you can see that I'm not using a global variable for the count, because my count label is a number. It always shows a number. So I can add a 1 to it without putting a count global variable in between. Okay. So I'm saving some steps here. So I'm going to set my count label text, so I can again get its text block, click on it again, and now I want whatever is already inside it, and from math I am going to get a plus block, plug this in and plug a math block that says 1. Okay, so I have not only added a 1 to it, but the text on the screen, the count label on the screen has also been updated. The number has been updated. Now I just want to store this new number as the value against the key, and for that again I can use this block, duplicate, bring it down. Okay, and here this is not what the user has entered in the text box. It is what has been selected in the list view, and the value is not 0. It is whatever is inside the count label now. Okay, I'm setting the value, the new value for the key, whatever the user has selected, the count item inside the dictionary, count dictionary, and the new value of count label, that is the new count. Okay, that done, I'm just going to update it in the TinyDB tool. So this call is exactly the same. Okay, so the count button click event is also done. Now we are left with the last thing, and that is the screen initialize event. When we open our app, we want our previous items to be in the list view and the data to be loaded. Okay, so for that, from variables, get the set block, and we are setting a count dictionary to a load by calling tinydb.getValue, and the tag, remember I'm maintaining my db tag to avoid spelling mistakes, and if value is not there, remember it should be a dictionary. So if there's no data in the TinyDB, that is, we are opening the app for the first time, then an empty dictionary. And I am going to set my list view elements. Okay, here it is, to the keys. Now that is what a dictionary is, that we have keys, and against those keys we have values. Okay, so our keys are the count items. So we just want to show the count items in the list view. So I'm just going to get from dictionary the block get keys, and the dictionary is my count dictionary. Okay, and then I'm going to check that did I get something from the TinyDB? Did I get any keys? So how can I do that? From control, get the if block, and from logic, get the not block, and from lists, get the isList empty block. So this get keys returns a list of keys. So if this list is not empty, then this means that there were some count items stored in the TinyDB. So I need to select the first count item and show its count, that is how much it has been counted till now, in the count label. So ListView, and I am going to set the selection index to 1 because I've checked that there is at least one item in the list view. So I'm just going to select the first item by making the selection index 1, and against this selected item I am going to show the count. Okay, so from count label, get the set text block, and again we need to load data. So here I can use this, so right click, duplicate, get value for key block, because I want to get the value for the key, that is whatever has been selected, which we have made sure is the first item in the list view. And if we have done everything correctly, then we should definitely find a value. But to avoid errors, if the value is not there, then it is 0. Okay. And this is done. This simple but very useful app is done, and you have again revised your dictionary concepts. So remember that a dictionary is just key value pairs, and every dictionary has unique keys. You cannot have the same key coming twice in a dictionary. So that is the main rule. So remember that, and I hope you like this video and you use it to make some useful app depending upon your need. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so that you don't miss the amazing projects that I have planned for you. For example, I have something very exciting in mind for the next tutorial. So please like the video and share it with your friends and family. And thank you for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.